We're talking about bouncing back from devastating loss. Along your path, you've made some mistakes, perhaps, things that you wish you could go back in time and fix, and maybe they've led to part of the reason that you dealt with so much loss. Or maybe life just hammered you out of the blue and just did a number on you and you felt completely out of control of the situation. Whatever the case may be, there are events that happen along the way where you reacted in a positive way. You made good choices. You did the best you could do in the moment with where you were. I have a good friend, Anastasia Montejano, who is known for asking fantastic questions. At least to me, she is. She always asks me these really good questions. And one of the questions she asked me was, what did you do right? You look back through this situation, you acknowledge that you did things that maybe made it harder on you. What did you do right? And as I look back, for example, on closing my idealmarketers.com site, that choice for me was a choice of integrity. I felt compelled to do that if I was going to be in integrity with who I am and what I portray in the world and how I show up for other people. I had to do that. There are other points along the path where I made choices that were not in integrity with who I am. At one point I got severely off path, and if I had followed that path, I would end up in a place hell and gone from who I am and who I am meant to be in this world. I did acknowledge that and see it and sought God's help in turning around, getting on another path, getting back on the right path. That was a difficult choice, but it was also a choice, again, to embrace my integrity. I've got to own that. I've got to own the times that I acted in integrity. I did the best I knew how to do. Hindsight is always going to be 20/20, but I also own the fact that I turned things around when I didn't act in integrity. Now, you've had both of those situations in your life too, and I want you to own those. And if you're on a path that feels like it's out of integrity, own it right now, that you have the choice to turn this ship and go in the right direction. You have the strength to do it. And if you don't feel like you have the strength, and there was a point where I didn't feel like I had the strength within me to turn it around, I prayed and asked God for the strength to do it. I said, you have got to help me. And he did. Through a tiny little event, he helped me turn my ship in the right direction. And he will do that for you too. There are angels who have charge concerning you, and they will come to your aid if you will but ask. So today I want you to own the choices that you've made, the ones that you did the best you could do, and the things you did right. Own that. It's part of your healing and it's part of your journey.